know me, cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me, cause I'm.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Push him back. Push him back.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Hey, color.
To throw is Fitzpatrick. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup. Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense as that fell harmlessly to the ground. On 2nd down, it's Drake, and he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big... Turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20.
Big series right here. You got to step it up.
This beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey, 43, 15.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Now this time Mahomes will throw, escaping the pressure right. And this is caught by Watkins. Give him 30 yards there.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who...
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
52 and 56, 52 and 56.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. And he finds Stills, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Chiefs' 46-yard line.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Fitzpatrick to throw this time. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On second down now. It's Drake, and this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle.
Here we go.
On third down, Fitzpatrick. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Well, that kind of catch is supposed to pay off with at least a first down, isn't it?
Instead, he'll just add it to his highlight reel, but they don't pick up the first.
Yeah, he gets the yardage, he gets the catch, but now they have a decision to make.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. But they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 18. Two yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, you know, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
A loss of 2 there, second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
80 weapon. Bravo.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. After the loss, here's 2nd and 12 from the 18. And an alley to run. Big hold of the 30. Cuts it out to the sideline. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards on the ground. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Go ahead. 34.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Hey, you got 3 down.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Tackle that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the 2nd half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Get in the weight room. Shoot.
On 1st down, Drake. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Yeah. Check.
Right back to Drake. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Hard throw, incomplete.
Good job by this defense, and now playing what they call complementary football. Offense scores a touchdown for them, so they come right out, force what should be a 3-and-out, and keep the momentum squarely on their side.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. But not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more. Now Williams. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get...
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. First and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
Watch twist. Watch the twist.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He's going to air one out. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a big play there for Miami, 48 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
There you go. Get down, get down, get down. 35.
From the 29, Fitzpatrick. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Well, no takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack.
Looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Come on.
3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Switch. Hey.
Fitzpatrick to throw for it on 4th down. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
First and 10.
On 1st down, Drake. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. In on the tackle, Alex Okafor.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd down, Drake. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there. A big 3rd down conversion.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you will too.
You're without a doubt. And so far,
and he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kenyon Drake with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That's fielded in the end zone.
Let's go.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They fake the give. Now Mahomes out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. That's going to be caught. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 64 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point safely through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Go.
1st down, Fitzpatrick. Going up top. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And now it's 2nd down.
Watch the screen. Switch. Hey, color. 52 and 56, 52 and 56.
Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. Trying to get it that time to Stills.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On second down, Williams. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Room here to run. There he goes right side. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 43 yards. 6.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Good game, little bro.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. On play action, Fitzpatrick. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So we're back to a 1-score game, and now you figure we'll likely see an onside kick.
Yeah, they've only got the one timeout remaining, so I think they've got to take a chance at getting the ball back. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, he missed that block.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
Oh, got it.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the play. Second down.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. The Chiefs on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect. But a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
I had needed some whipped cream.
Country would say that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. And he decided the late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. And with that, we sign off from Miami.